Okie dokie.
Hello fellow gamers, and today I actually have a special guest with me for this game's review. We want to review Kirbys Epic Yarn, a new upcoming game by Nintendo for the Wii. Kirby is back for game number 10. Instead of inhaling his enemies and obtaining powers or spitting them out for his attacks, this time he actually uses his wand lasso to unleash his wrath on his enemies. As far as the plot is concerned for Kirbys Epic Yarn, there's not really much to it. If you're worried about a Kirby game being on the Wii, about the controller and the nunchuck, you don't need to worry about that. This kind of game is held sideways with the Wii remote. When Kirby uses his whipping attack to attack his enemies, he essentially wraps them up into a ball of yarn and chucks them around. Unlike all the other Kirby games, Kirby can't float in this game. Is that a good or a bad thing? We'll just have to find out. Instead of floating, he can actually glide, kinda like a parachute. Kirby also has the abilities to transform. I mean, come on. Kirby needs to be able to transform into a cute little red truck, right? That just makes sense. One of the good things about this game is that if you have a friend over, a second player can play as Prince Fluff. So if you can remember back to the days of the Super Nintendo system when they had Kirby for the SNES, and you can have two people playing at the same time, you can do it again for this one. If you're looking for the most challenging game on the face of the earth and blood, guts, and gore, this is not going to be the game for you. Kirbys Epic Yarn is a cutesy, happy-go-lucky kind of game where Kirby just wants to go back home and he wants to go back to normal. The graphics for Kirbys Epic Yarn, it's Nintendo. They're gonna have the cutesy 3D animation much like any other Mario and Kirby game that they've ever had. They're not gonna go all realistic. We'll save that for the PS3 and the 360. That's kind of what I like about Nintendo. They keep their unique, cartoony style. The music for this game is bound to be some of the cutest, happiest music you've probably heard in a very long time. When was the last time Kirby had a legit game? In 2003 we had Kirby's Air Ride, but that didn't really hit off so well. That was a huge hit or miss type of game. The last game before that was in 2000 when we had Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. So since we're looking at a game that's going to be coming out in about a week and a half to 2 weeks in America, the question is, do you rent it, or do you buy it, or do you just not play it at all? Kirbys Epic Yarn probably doesn't have that much playback value. Chances are it's going to be another normal Kirby game where you play through the platforming stages and then the game is over and you're done. So, this is what you might want to do. You might want to go to the store and see if they have any used copies. If they don't, buy it. And then, you could probably sell it back when you're done and make a little bit of money or put that money towards a reservation for another game. If you absolutely love Kirby, this is going to be a game that you're going to fall in love with. That's the big concern, is the playback value. Is it going to be that great? We can't tell just yet. So I guess that wraps up Kirbys Epic Yarn. The release date is on October 17th, so I suggest you go to your local store, wherever you buy your video games from, and check out this game. Until next time, happy gaming. Are you going to have good replay value on your newest game? Yes! Woo!